Hello, welcome again to Gearjunkies TV and a new video. Today we got our hands on this beautiful Empirical Labs Fatso Jr. and we will show you what it is and how it sounds. First, let's take a look at what this machine was made to do. Fatso stands for Full Analog Tape Simulator and Optimizer. So it was designed to emulate the warmth and compression that an analog tape machine gives when you put an audio signal through it. For that, the Fatso has four functions. There's a soft clipper and harmonic generation, in other words distortion. There's a warmth or high frequency saturation, which is a low pass filter and a limiter that softens the high frequencies when they are too harsh. Then there's a transformer and a tape head emulation, and finally there's classic knee compression. The compressor has various functions, including the emulation of the famous LA 1176 compressor. Also, there are meters for the various functions to monitor what the Fatso is doing with the source signal. The dials are quite big and therefore easy to use and to dial in. It's very comfortable. The unit is stereo and it has balanced as well as unbalanced outputs, and it has full balanced inputs, both jack and XLR. There's a sidechain input for each channel, and there's an external link function, so you can use multiple Fatsos with the same settings to process, for example, a surround mix. There are many uses for the Fatso. We'll show you a few examples. It works really well on the stereo bus with all kinds of musical material fed to it, for instance vocals, drums, keys and complete mixes, but also it warms up the output of a digital delay and other digitized sources very well. And there's a software plugin available of the Fatso, which was made by Universal Audio for their DSP platform, and it was done in close collaboration with the original designer Dave Durr. There's a good and brief explanation of all the qualities of the Fatso on the UAD website. You will find the link below the video. So let's give you some examples and comparisons. First, we will take a complete song through the Fatso using the bus glue presets of the plugin, and the hardware is dialed in at the same settings. I adjusted the inputs of the hardware to get the same compression ratios in the meters as in the software plugin, and then I adjusted the output to have the same volume as the software. So if we take a look at the plugin here, we can see that the compressor is set to bus and that the tranny circuit is on, and there's a compression here going from 1 to 2 decibels. The same is happening with the hardware, and we'll switch off and on the hardware and the software compressor here in the mix, so you can listen to how it sounds and how they sound as opposed to each other. Now let's check out some drums. I will use the peak tamer setting of the plugin, and let me go quickly over the settings here. We have the spank setting on for the compressor, which means it has a very short attack and a slightly longer release, so it smashes the drums quite nicely. And also the warmth setting is here set at level 5. So let's take a listen how that sounds, both hardware and software. So for the next example, I'm going to show you the tracking function of the Empirical Labs Fatso. And here we can see that the bus compression and general purpose are both selected for the special effect on the compressor, and the warm setting is set at 5. Let's take a listen. So in this example, we're going to take a look at the spanking effect of the Fatso. In this case, there's an extreme compression which ducks the playing drum track completely. So we have set spank to on and warmth at 3. Let's take a listen. So in this last example, we'll show you how the Fatso can warm up bass sounds. In this case, the setting is pretty simple. We set the warmth at 2 and we configured the input and output dials so that it gives a nice extra warmth to the playing bass sound. Let's listen. So to sum up, do we like the Fatso? Yes, absolutely. It's a brilliant piece of hardware that gives so much extra to a bit of cold sounding mixes or separate tracks, especially bass. Also, it has a really nice dial-in function, so you can use it very subtle, or you can use it to really spank, for instance, drums as an effect. And also, I must say, the UAD plugin, which is a little bit older, holds up itself very, very well towards the hardware. The hardware makes the sound maybe a little bit more open as the plugin does, but with a little tweaking of the settings, I think you can achieve almost the same effect. Anyways, that's our opinion. You can have your own by listening to the audio examples we have supplied. And to add to that, I think we didn't show you the unprocessed audio, just the comparison between the hardware and the software. If you want to hear the processed audio together with the processed ones, it's all available as WAV files that we've put a link up under the video. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up. And if you like our channel, please subscribe using the button below. See you next time.